Hello guys, and welcome to Hochi Plays The Long Dark. Now this is a game by Hinterland Studios. It's currently in early access and it's on the Steam store for £15. That's pounds sterling, UK currency. And it's an exploration survival game where you sort of run around and try not to freeze to death in the Canadian wilderness. Now, it does have, well, it's because it's in early access, it's going to have a story mode, but they haven't put it into the early access or the alpha. I'm guessing they're waiting until they do the final release before they introduce the story. But you'll play the bush pilot Will Mackenzie as he struggles to survive, crashed in the wilderness in the aftermath of a mysterious geomagnetic disaster. Now, they haven't really said anything on the story, so I'm guessing you will try and find out what this geomagnetic disaster was, why it happened, who's to blame, or something like that. But we will have to wait for the full release before we can play that, I would assume. I don't think they're going to drop any story before they get to the full release. But we do have the sandbox mode. And in sandbox mode, you can test the features of the game, basically, and make your own story. Try and survive for as many days as possible. Now, as most early access games have, I'm going to have my own little disclaimer. Now, I may have played around 50 hours of this game, 60 hours, something like that, but I am still quite bad at it, to be honest. I think the most I've survived was about 15 days. I know there's people out there who will do 100 days, things like that. They're very good at the game, but I'm not that good, and 15 days is my max. Hopefully, this will be the run where we smash that to pieces, but who knows? I guess I just have to be a bit more careful and, yeah, think about my actions a little bit more than I usually do. And if you've got any hints, tips, or advice, you can always post comments or message me, and I will be more than happy. If you can make me survive a couple more days, that would be great for me. So we're going to go into a new game. Now you've got 3 difficulty settings. You've got easy difficulty, as I say, Pilgrim. So it's more if you just want to wander around and sort of explore and see everything the game has to offer, in a way. Easy's, it's not for me, I must say. I never play games on easy. I would much rather struggle on the medium difficulty setting, which is what we'll be doing this time. But if you are an expert in the game, or you've played it to death and you know every little tip, trick and hint out there, then you've got the Stalker mode. Now this is a lot harder. I only dipped my toe into this and yeah, it did not go well. So I'll stick with my Voyager mode and see if we can get 15-20 days. That would be nice. But let's get on with the game. Oh, and you also get to choose which region you start in. Now, the Mystery Lake is the first region, and other regions, like the Coastal Highway, they have to be unlocked by finding the path to them from the Mystery Lake. I have found the Coastal Highway before, and I've had a little explore of it. It's more of it's a little bit larger. It's things are a little bit further apart. There's a highway, obviously, and a few cars dotted around. It's got a slightly different feel to it. But this was on an older save, and I think I've reinstalled, and it's not updated. Like, because this game has the permadeath, when you die, you don't carry anything over with you. Just these areas that you find, you're able to go into them earlier the next time. Well, from the start, from the next time, if you really wish. The Pleasant Valley, this was added a couple of months ago. I still haven't found this yet. I mean, this was more of a, even bigger again, I think. It's more fields and farmlands and things like that. And then the Desolation Point, this was added just a few days ago. And it's more of an industrial shipping, it's a whaling factory, I think I read somewhere. Oh, whaling, not whaling factory. You have a factory for whaling. What would the word be? Anyway, that's more of an industrial feel. And then you can always random, but we'll start in a coastal highway. Sorry, the Mystery Lake, because we haven't found anywhere else to start yet. And they'll be adding more regions soon, apparently, which is always good. When you've explored these areas and got to know where everything is, it does make the game slightly easier. You don't spend as much time wandering around freezing to death. But I have a terrible, terrible sense of direction, so expect a lot of wandering and a lot of freezing to death. So you can either choose to play as a man or a woman. Don't know why, but I always tend to choose the woman. I don't know if I have transgender issues, but that's a problem for my psychologist of the future, I would assume. So let's get on with the game. See what we can do. Ooh. There we go. Luckily we started off somewhere where I know where I am, which is nice. But the train tracks are a kind of key feature in this landmark, this region. They do connect everything up, so if you ever get lost you can just follow them down and everything seems to branch off on one side or the other of these. Now, if I remember correctly, you should find the Trapper's Homestead down here, and there we'll hopefully find some some traps so we can catch some animals and we can eat them, and maybe a gun. A gun would be lovely because there is wolves in this game. Ooh, there's a deer over there. We can't do much with deers at the minute. Well, I will very quickly show you the sort of inventory sort of look. This tells you what condition you're in. So at the minute we are warm, but we're getting colder pretty quickly. We're rested, we're getting a little bit more tired. Full, but our hunger is going up slightly, and we're slacked, whatever that means. And our need for water is going up a little bit. So you've got to keep an eye on these, try and keep them reasonably full. The calorie store sort of equates to your hunger, I think. And then this important temperature here, feels like temperature. This is what it feels like to you, and then when it's -6, which is not good. I think over 0 is good. Not sure if I'd be too happy if it felt like it was 0 degrees, but and then you got the air temp, which will drop the feels like temp, and the wind chill, and then our clothing bonuses. And then how long we've survived? 24 minutes. We've got 4 hours of daylight left, so we'll go through this a little bit later on when we're hopefully sitting in our camp, well, sitting in our Trapper's Homestead with a nice cup of herbal tea. But for now we need to find the Trapper's Homestead. And as I say, with my terrible sense of direction, that could take a little bit of doing. I'm sure it's down here and to the right. Even if it's not, there is a collapsed tunnel down here. Now I do really like the art style of this game. It's sort of slightly cel shaded, as it used to be called back in the 2000s. Slightly cartoony sort of feel to it, but if it was too realistic I think the game would be far too depressing to play. I mean, it is quite depressing when you freeze to death on a constant basis, on a regular basis, but today I'm looking to book that trend. The tunnel collapse. So here we have a backpack. We can search these backpacks for supplies, and there's nothing at all in there, which is a great start. But we will scavenge, and there's a little bit of crafting in the game. There's a lot of stuff over there. Just want to check there's nothing down this way first. Ah, here we go, here we go. Some cedar firewood.
This stuff will come in handy.
It will come in handy. Stuff is freezing to death. So we'll grab that. Nothing down there. Can't get down the collapsed tunnel, obviously. And we'll see what we've got here. Now we've got a pry bar. Use this as a weapon in case we get attacked by something. Or we can use it to pry open some of the lockers which are locked.
Best be prepared for anything.
True again. I've got a bandage. Not so useful unless we again get attacked or fall and break a leg or something. Nothing in that one. First aid. Sewing kit. Bandage. Now sewing kit can be used to repair your clothing. And I think it can be used to craft now. Not too sure now, we'll have to check on it a little bit. Say when we're somewhere a little bit warmer than outdoors. Ooh. And they recently changed this, so now you find sticks used to just have an option in here which was forage. You clicked it and then you come back with whatever amount of wood you said you wanted to search for.
Okay.
But now you have to actually forage it yourself, which I do really like. I enjoy it much more than a simple click. Before you could sort of hide yourself somewhere next to a fire where you was warm, and then click forage, and you would get the wood, but you wouldn't lose any heats because the game wouldn't think you left at all. We've got a branch there, but we're going to need a tool to chop that up into smaller pieces, which we do not have yet. As we're going along, might as well pick some stuff up. Yeah, and then we have a little indication we are now chilled. Not good at all. Hopefully we'll find some shelter soon. Or was it that way? Or was it this way? Now I know one thing about not getting lost. If you keep, like, if you're in a maze and you keep the wall of the maze to your left or to your right, then you will eventually find your way out. You'll eventually search the whole maze as well. But you'll kind of not get lost. You won't run in a circle. Oh, some lantern fuel. That poor frozen corpse. It was not looking good, Nick. Oh well, sorry my friend. I would bury you if I had the tools, the time, or the inclination to do so. Yeah, so if we keep this sort of rock face on our left, I think that's the end of the map. I don't think you can get any further than that. I mean, I know you can sometimes sort of walk up the sides of these and sort of climb your way out, but eventually you fall off the edge of the map. So there's nothing, well, I say there's nothing, there is what they're called trappers' caches, or there's crows flying around. I'm going to go against my own rule and wander up here to get a better view of nothing. A lovely tree, I suppose. Use that as a landmark. And, ooh, oh no. There's something underneath it. Now, there is a sprint button in this game. There we are. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Max's last stand. I'm sorry, Max. I will be taking this stuff. And I'm going to search your frozen corpse. Nothing. Oh, fantastic. Well, I don't want to die like Max, so I'm going to keep myself moving. Oh, the crow feather there. I mean, you use them to make bow and arrow. Well, an arrow, I think. Not too useful at this stage in the game. Right now we are looking for food and water or drinks and some better clothing, because at the minute we feel like it's -4, which is not where we want to be. Aha! Fantastic. Whoops. A little house in the distance, that is where we want to be. So we're going to sprint there. I'm not sure if this makes you more tired than walking alone or not. I'm not sure what's going on with my frames at the minute. You have to forgive this, I'm afraid, guys. Let's chase behind first. Sneak. No, sneak in here, but there is nothing in here for us. Oh. We're gonna make ourselves a little home for the night in this trapper's homestead. Hopefully find some food or water or better clothes. Right. Oh, just in time. We are freezing to death right now. Aha, there we are. We're in. We are safe. And we are slowly warming up. Feels like 2 degrees. Beautiful. Nice toasty 2 degrees. So yeah, jerry can, always useful. Contains kerosene, fuel for oil lamps. I mean, it's heavy, but you see, it's a shelf. We can break the shelves down to get reclaimed wood. Do the same with all the furniture now. It's a feature they added just recently. Which I'm really liking. They say it adds to the length of time you can play a game for. Because before you would run out of resources once you traversed the whole map and survived enough days. And granted, that was a lot longer than I ever survived, but some rifle rounds. .303 rounds. We'll take them. Can opener. Always handy to have. Some soup. No, don't break that. Sardines. Newspapers. Not for reading, that's just for lighting fires. Fortunately, no gun hanging on this shelf. And what else have we got? Some matches, granola bar, flare. Can be useful. Some simple tools. Some snares to capture some rabbits. You will eat well tomorrow or the day after, probably. Don't really have time to waste hunting at the minute. Let's say we need to find some better clothes. Some cloth. We can use this to repair our clothes we've got.
This will come in handy.
More matches, always useful. Knife. Yeah, nothing in those. Cell. So we got tinder plug. Antibiotics, a bandage, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Come on, locker. Oh. Well, you can store your items in here once you've searched them. Oh, a flea sweater this time. Now, save the best to last. The safe. Safe is a little bit different. You click on the safe and you get this little tumbler. It's like a little mini game. Just use left and right to spin the chamber. When you get to the right number, it will click. The longer you keep it down, the faster it spins, like so. So you can end up spinning around if you go too fast. I mean, it's relatively simple, but I think it adds a little something to the saves. I mean, maybe in the story mode you'll have to do this, and you'll be on a time limit. I mean, at the minute we've got pretty much all the time in the world. I should remember what the first number was. Something 45. 20 odd? It was 20 odd. Alright then, 30 odd. 36. 55, is it? 45. 36, 45. Back round again to... beautiful. Sorry. To concentrate then. See what we got in the safe. Ooh. An MRE. More tools and... oh, that's it. Not the best safe I've ever been to, but... right, so we're cold, we're peckish, and we're dry mouth. Right, so... oh, we're going to search these. Food... right, so I'm going to set myself a little fire going. Warm this place up a little bit quicker. Now you can change, when you start a fire, you get this menu so you can change what you want to start the fire with. Different items have different success chances. If you use the wooden matches, you get 70%. The carbon matches only 65. So we use the wooden matches. Tinder plugs you can make from the newsprint. So we use one of those, more efficient. Efficiency is the aim of this game. And that's going to burn for an hour. An hour sounds good. 70%. We'll take our chances. We've got 11 more matches. So I think we'll probably going to be staying here for the night. Now luckily inside of the buildings, it does stop you from freezing to death. So you don't have to have a fire constantly on the go, which is useful. Aha. Success. Fire starting skill is increased as well, which will make it easier to start a fire next time. Once we've got fire going, we can throw some wood on there. Sat down. Increase the heat of fire and the duration. And we'll cook ourselves a little bit of food. We can smash these open. I will lose you some of the food. As we have a can opener, we might as well use it. Alright, so we've got 1 hour of daylight left, so we are definitely staying here tonight. I wish there was a way you could eat the food straight from that menu. Unfortunately, you have to tab out and then go into your inventory. You click on the top here. Get all the items in your backpack. Somewhere we'll have the soup down here, which that is hot. And we can eat the soup. That will give us a little bit of a buff to our warmth. As we ate something hot, so we can go out and still retain a little bit of a warmth buff. It didn't really fill us up, and we're still thirsty, so sort out first. And melt some snow. I'll try and make the most use of this fire as we can. And we're going to boil the water afterwards to make it safe to drink. I mean, I think you can drink it without it being safe, but this game is hard enough without giving yourself illness unnecessarily. Right, shows the bed. There's a bed there. It is getting dark. We have no lantern. And we could light the flare we picked up, but it's going to be more useful a bit later on if we encounter anything. And we're going to read this tin of sardines. And we can probably eat something else. If we click up here, we can swap between different items. Oh, our gloves are in terrible shape. Our long underwear as well. We got some work boots, wool socks, jeans, a fleece sweater. I think these starting items are random every time. The last time I played, I'm sure I didn't have a sweater. But I'm sure we'll better test that in the future. We'll eat some chocolate. Chocolate before bedtime. What's wrong with that, eh? And we are getting tired. We're not too tired, so I think we're going to do is go back to this screen. If we click on one of these, which one do we click? Right, click the clothing. We'll try and repair some of this. So our cotton long underwear, currently at 41%. It's giving us a 0.4 degree bonus to our warmth. So as we have cloth, we're going to try and repair it. It could take us 30 minutes with 80% chance. And we can use fishing tackle for this. Did not have it before. I will use a sewing kit. And we have success. Now it's gone up to 81% and 0.8%. And we'll do the same with our gloves. They're not in the best nick, but that will do us for now. It keeps us a little bit warmer. And what else can we do? We can't, unfortunately, can't combine items at the minute. You can't add these two matches together. Slim down the inventory in a way. What I can do is you can have tinder plugs from this newspaper. Dude, I'm just going to waste a little bit of time, to be honest. We are not too tired, and it is dark, so the only thing we've got to do is sleep. We want to make the most use of the daylight hours as we can. Which means travelling rather than repairing clothes or making tinder plugs. And that's about all we can do. Check. Got 9 hours of daylight left, so we'll sleep for 7 hours. It gives an hour in the morning to make ourselves a bit of breakfast. Get ourselves ready for the day. There we go. Oh, we are parched. Oh, we got to drink. Now let's drink some water. And where's that fireplace? This is the time I wish I had a lantern. To guess where the fireplace was last time. Oh, there he was. No. Cover down. Chair. Come on. Where are you? Ah, there you are. So, we'll start a little fire. 30 minutes should be enough time. Make ourselves a little bit of breakfast and get back on the road. At some point we'll probably set up camp somewhere. This is one of the options, is to set it up here. Ah, failed. Now you lose matches when it fails. I think you lose the tinder plugs. Oh, 46% chance. I'm surprised it failed. So yeah, we'll start it with a stick. And let's throw the wood on after. Yeah, I'd rather save my more efficient items, the ones that give them better chance of starting a fire, to start a fire when I really need a fire. I'm stuck in the wilderness and there's a storm coming in and I'm freezing to death. That's when I would like my blowtorch. Right, chuck that on quick. There we go. 30 minutes left. So, heat up peaches. Lovely, lovely warm peaches. They should help with our hunger a little bit as well. Peaches. Beautiful. Drop it all down with granola bar, dry and crunchy, you know. Getting chocolate for breakfast. It's beautiful. We can't get any warmer. We could eat some more, we could drink a little bit more, we could sleep a little bit more, but I think we're pretty good. We're gonna head ourselves outside. Hopefully, the sun will be starting to rise, or let's see where we're going. Oh. Oh. There we are. Beautiful. I wonder if that light's always there. I think it is. I know the smoke's... The smoke is gone, he's always there. Yep, that makes no sense. Right, so... onwards. See what else we can find and scavenge for ourselves. Now we came... Where did we come from? Oh god. My sense of direction is appalling. I'm gonna say we came from down there, we checked the barn, so... We're gonna go this way. I don't like going back on myself. Now, if there's one feature I'd really love them to add, it's if you could look around but still walk in the same direction. And they can use it in DayZ and the Armour games, I think it came from there. But you'd hold the Alt down and then you better move your head. Oh, no, that's just here. So if you're pressing forwards or W and press Alt, you can move your head around and still walk in a straight line. I know this game is going to be, it's going to have Oculus Rift support. I don't know if it does at the minute. I don't own an Oculus. And I don't think I should be going up here. No. But, yeah, I don't think many people own Oculuses, and just that one key, just let you look around and sort of scour out your surroundings a little bit. I think that would be amazing. If there's anyone listening who can make that happen, I would love you forever. time we are looking at. Right, so we'll try and find somewhere else to loot up, hunker down, and then I think we'll have to call it a day for this video. Don't want to bore you for too long, and I don't want to crash my computer by recording a video that's too big, to be honest. What's over there? Oh, another frozen corpse. Another 2 frozen corpses. Ravaged deer carcass frozen. We can harvest meat from this. I mean, it's ravaged. I don't know if that's going to be any good for us. It's going to take us 12 minutes. And it feels like it's minus 21, so no, we're not going to do that. Flare. Stacey's grape soda. Delicious. No, so we could harvest this, but I've got a funny feeling we will be frozen to death as well if we try and stand out here for 12 minutes hacking a corpse up. Right. And this fog is certainly not helping things. We have enough sticks to start another fire. I'm pretty sure we've been here. No, I don't. I'll be honest guys, this is the second video I recorded because the first one didn't record properly. So I can't remember if we went down, if we came this way the first video, or if it's from this video. I'm pretty sure there's nothing up that way, so we're going to go this way. And I think that is the morning breaking. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see the sunrise. It's a strange looking plant. Oh, green maple sapling. Must be cured for reduced crafting repair.
Right, I can't feel my feet.
Oh, fair enough. We'll stop messing around and press on. Up this cliff. Up this hill. We really need to find somewhere to yep, we need to find somewhere to warm ourselves up. We can start a fire outside. This is a lot less efficient. You can't heat the room up, so it'll get a little bit warmer. Probably enough so you won't die, but I've learned in this game if you want to survive you've got to be efficient and not run in a big circle like we just did. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. Ah, and this is why I fail at this game. Well, we found somewhere to hunker ourselves down. Maybe in the same place we've just left 10 minutes before, but we're going to save it here, and I will catch you guys next time, where we will try and find something new. And I've been Hochi, and if you've liked this, please comment and subscribe and thumbs up and whatever else you do on YouTube. And I will catch you guys next time.